Welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to start the next project, which you can see right here. It's a 1999 Mercedes E55 AMG, the 210 generation, W210 generation. You can see it's, got a few scratches on it, a couple of dings. Yeah, this is going to be our next project. And, this 210 generation, actually, I like these cars. And honestly, production numbers, from what I've seen, the numbers, it depends on where you look. Around, for 1998 and 1999, which were the 2 years for this facelifted model, or pre-facelift model, there's about 2,500 or so made and around 1,000 imported to North America. So this is, it's not extremely rare, but it's kind of a rare car. In 2000, the W210 got a facelift, so I'm not counting those. So this one has a 5.4 liter, the M113 engine, 5.4 liters, about 350 horse, almost 400 foot-pounds of torque when it was new. This car has currently 130,000 miles on it. I've had it, let's see, I picked it up from Copart almost 3 years now. Just had it in the storage, in my storage facility. It's been waiting its turn, and its turn is here. And you can see, yeah, this thing has quite a bit of damage. I haven't looked it over real close. I have glanced at it. I know there are some things, off a little bit. I can see the frame rail right here is wrinkled. So I don't know how far back the wrinkle goes yet, but the front end is swayed just a little. Although this fender is not nearly out of place as that one over there. So it's like the radiator core took a lot of the hit and moved, and I can see the front bumper bars bent. So anyway, let's see what we got. So yeah, hood struts don't work. So I'll get something to hold. Yeah. Well, yeah, this job just got a little bit harder. Yeah, let me get a piece of something to prop this hood open, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, we'll get y'all in a little closer. And you can see, yeah, this fender is over quite a bit from the side of the car. The headlight bracket is broke, but I think the parts are there. I can probably still put it together. This headlight looks good. Bumper's trashed, of course. This side of the car, so you can see the front wheel is basically where it's supposed to be. That's what is giving me a little hope with this. Yeah, when I looked in here under this valve, there's a big wrinkle in the frame rail right there, and you might be able to tell that it is angled this way. So looks like the strut tower has a wrinkle in it as well. Maybe. I can't, yeah, probably. So, yeah, the hoods, yeah, it'll buff out, yeah, sure. Well, anyway, let's talk about the car. So, it still has its original AMG monoblock wheels, 18x8 in the front. It's wearing 245 40 18s And these are Continental Extreme Contact, what is it, the DWS06. And they're only, I think whoever had this car just put these tires on it maybe a few months before the accident. So, cool. We don't have to do anything. The rear wheels are 18 by 9s, and it's wearing 275 35 18s. Still plenty of tread on these tires. I'm gonna open, yeah. Fenders. Well, you know, we're gonna have to open the door anyway to get that fender off. So, yeah, a little bit. Show you the interior. Ooh. Yeah, headlight washer covers. Not sure what, oh, it goes in the headliner. Headliner's sagging like most of these cars of this era. But overall, no airbags deployed. The seats are pretty nice. It's got heated seats, you know, dual climate control. It's a 5-speed automatic, of course. I've got the seat up because I've got, was charging the battery here. So power seats and memory even for the passenger. So for $99, this is, you know, pretty fancy. Carpet still looks good. Like I said, I've had to pull the back seat up so I could get to the battery here. Now I've got, whenever I picked this car up after I won it, they loaded it on the trailer for me. It was about 6 hours away from my home. I drove it, or pulled it home, started it. It runs, the car runs, and it drives. I drove it off the trailer, drove it into my storage facility, and that's where it sat, waiting for this. And then 2 days ago, I put a battery back in it because the battery had sat there and died. So this is a different battery. Put the battery in it. It cranked right up. Pulled it onto my trailer and pulled it over here to the shop and pulled it into the shop. So that's the only times it has been started since I've had it. Started and ran. The power steering doesn't work, but I'm not surprised. I mean, it looks like there's been, you know, plenty of damage in there. But as far as the car itself, the rest of the car anyway, it's in nice shape. Ooh, fancy AMG. E55 in the trunk. We have parts. There's part of the bumper. Doesn't look like anything salvageable from that. I'll just throw that over there. AC fans. Shroud is broke. Possibly the frame for the fans are good. The fans themselves look okay. Yeah, I'll just leave them here for now. We'll look in. There's the muffler. I noticed that it didn't have a tailpipes on it. And there's the muffler and the AMG tips. I don't think you can see them there. One of the fog lights. Some extra oil. Oh, toolkit. We'll check that out later. There's some. Okay, there's part of the engine cover. Unfortunately, it did get cracked. There's another piece of the, looks like upper radiator support. It has possibly original floor mats in here. AMG E55. Another piece of bumper. Ooh, CD changer. Don't see the cartridge. Oh, maybe that's it back there. Oh, look at this. Oh, whoa. You know, these little grills that go on the AMG bumper are specific to the 98, 99 model. Changed when it was facelifted. It has the HWA number. 210, so this is original. You know, there's the other one. You know, these things are not cheap. You look at, because I've looked on eBay for these, and I think a good set of these are around, I think they're going for like $300, $350, something like that. That's awesome. All right, even the trunk light works. Okay, well, you know, the good thing about these cars in this generation, you know, they shared a lot with the regular E-Class, the regular W210s, which is going to be the fenders, the hood. The bumper is specific to AMG, no problem, or the front bumper cover anyway. This radiator is specific to the E55. Fan is not good. That's okay. Yeah, that frame rail is gonna be a thing there. But good thing about it, as far as the body parts go, I've got this. This is a 97 E420. They only made the 4.2 liter in the E-Class for this 1 year, this one model year. And this thing, I bought this. Actually, I've had this one for a couple years now as well. I bought it for the parts. I'll be honest, I bought it for the parts for this car. So what I was not expecting is for this thing to be as in good a shape as it is. I only paid $300 for this car. It has 800, or not 800, I wish it only had 800. It's got 80,000 miles on it. 4.2 liter, runs fantastic. Yeah, the AC works, everything works. I feel bad. I've actually had kind of a give and take about taking this car apart to fix this one, but you know, this is a more special car. If we get into this and the frame, or maybe there's something underneath that I can't see yet that deems this car unrepairable, well, I guess we'll part it out. I don't like that idea, but you know, just the wheels and tires on this thing is worth a lot of money. These are original AMG wheels, and they look sharp as hell on this car, honestly. But this car needs an alternator. Yeah. Other than that, I'll show you, it has some damage on the back bumper and the trunk lid. You can see right here is an original 1999 E55 AMG bumper that I found online that I purchased a year or so ago, getting ready for this build. But you can see there's a little dent in this trunk right here. That's basically all the damage on this car. When you look in the interior of this one, other than the carpets being dirty and the door panels are dirty, but other than being dirty, this car is in really good shape. I've got the seat out of it because I stole the battery. Seat is in the trunk, but look at this. The headliner on this one it's not even sagging. And this was an Arizona car, so wow. Maybe I can get this, and it looks like the This cover looks good. It works. Oh, I may take this whole unit out and put it in the other car. So, yeah, I do feel a little bad about disassembling this car. But like I said, it was purchased for a purpose. And its purpose is going to be right there. And to tell you the truth, the engine, transmission in this car, I might have future plans for that as well, in a non-Mercedes product, by the way. But yeah, this car is straight. Broken mirror, but you know, sun faded, which is to be expected. Cars this era were bad. I mean, you can look even here on this one. The roof is faded. The clear coat has gave up. A little dirty too. The trunk. Actually, the trunk looks okay. A little bit of rust right there. So somebody probably got aggressive with a polisher or something and went through the clear coat. But when you think about as much work as this is going to require, replacing the entire front clip, that front bumper that I bought is black, so it's going to have to be painted as well, which, you know, we're going to do that here. You know, this whole car is going to get painted. So, because silver, especially a metallic silver or a light metallic silver, is going to be hard to blend and to match. So, you know, I'm just gonna repaint the entire car, and that way I don't have to worry about it being a different color or the blends not coming out just right, and you know, and all that. If I screw it up, maybe I'll screw it up evenly all the way across, so you know, hopefully it won't appear too bad. So yeah, this fender's, you can see this headlight is even basically in line with the side of doors here. So yeah, this side did get pushed over quite a bit. But looking at the engine, you know, the engine looks like it's still where it's supposed to be. It doesn't look like it moved any. We'll know more here when we get into it, but you know, and this thing that makes me sick too, is whenever the wreck happened, I'm supposing it's when the wreck happened, the hood just barely touched the windshield and cracked it. So I'm gonna have to put a windshield in it, which will be a perfect time to get the headliner out and get that one over there in the gold car, get it recovered to the right color, and then slide it into this, or we could just recover this one. Haven't decided yet, so we'll see. We'll see how far this takes us. If this turns into a part out, then of course we're not gonna spend any time more fixing in the interior. I'll just start selling parts off of it. Yeah, this car is gonna actually end up being parted as well, aside from the front end. I'm taking all that, the wipers, everything in here. The drivetrain, like I said, I may have plans for it. If you need W210 doors, this one has a scratch on it right there, but it doesn't feel like it's dented. The other doors are good. You know, hit me up. You'll have to come and get this stuff. I'm not going to ship it. I'm in Texas, if I haven't said that before. Interior will be the same thing. Seats, the dash, steering, whatever. If you need some parts off of a car, you know, hit me up. Good tail lights. Tail lights didn't get broken when it got hit back here. The front bumper is, I think the front bumper is good shape. I think it is missing one of those toe cover, or yeah. See, it's missing that toe cover. Probably easier to find for this than it would be than AMG. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna stop yapping, start wrenching, and let's see what we can get done. All right, well, let's get an update. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but how badly this frame rail is bent. And you can see it's pushing down on this inner fender, the strut tower, so that's all bent down. The bumper's down, of course. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, we're going to be in it. I thought these were gone, actually, or somehow the headlight sprayers, they were pushed back in the car and then sitting under the headlights. I don't really know how they got there. Did somebody do that on purpose? I don't know. But, you know, we saw the caps for these things. We saw the caps inside the car, so, curious. Oh, well, I bought some off of eBay anyway, because I did not know these were still here. So, we'll test them when it gets to that point and see if they work. We'll keep them on here as original. If not, yeah, I got replacements, so. Oh well. Yeah, this side is gonna be down pretty good. Once you get past the initial shock tower, or right at where the shock tower, whatever this is, starts, the frame rail looks straight down there, so I don't know how far back it goes. This side, let's see, yeah, it's got a wave in it too, so, oh yeah, well, I guess you can see it better right there. It should be straight from this point, and she is definitely not straight. So, all right, we're looking at 2 frame rails, so now we're looking at probably an engine out. Anyway, we're going to continue, see if we can get these fenders off, get a better look, and we'll go from there. Well, that escalated quickly. All right, let's recap here. Got the fenders off. You know, I already knew that the inner fender was going to have to be replaced. Now that I'm seeing how this car was put together, it looks like basically everything from the cowl forward is going to have to be replaced as far as structure goes. Yeah, I mean, that's the sad part about it, is the doors close perfectly, the gaps are perfect, I mean, nothing on the rest of the car suggests that it is as bad a shape as it is. This frame rail, I don't know what kind of wreck this was in. I don't know if they drove up underneath something or what, but you can see how the bumper goes down on the passenger side. It goes in and down, and that took this frame rail over and down, which also pushed down the whole inner fender structure and took some of this strut tower with it. So yeah, I got some thinking to do on this one for sure. You know, this right here so far is the only rust that I have found on this car. Just a little touch of surface right there, and it's a shame. You know, I saw this too. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm guessing this is some kind of an alarm. I'm not sure, but it was unplugged, and somebody has a hose clamp holding the wire up there. So yeah, somebody's been in there before, so I don't know what that reason was, but whatever. Yeah, you know, behind this stuff, this gold car, you know, all it needs is an alternator, you know, an alternator and this mirror, and fix the dent in the trunk, repaint it, and hey, this is a good car. Only 80,000 miles on it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to really debate on and do some research and see what exactly this is all gonna take. I mean, this whole structure, this whole structure is gonna have to come out, and depending on how the shock towers are, which I know that this is wrinkled, so you know, when you're looking at the frame rail, right about the beginning of the shock tower is where it kinked and went sideways. So can it be fixed? Could even these frame rails be pulled over? I don't know. Probably not. This looks pretty severe. I think this frame rail is gone, because it's not only is it bent over to the side, it's also going down. So I think this frame rail is history. This one is just tweaked a little bit. This one might be able to straighten, but you know, the way that this car is constructed, you know, everything is basically one piece. The only bolt-on parts were, you know, the fenders, the hood, the bumper, the little bit of stuff right here in the front. Everything else is structure. So yeah. Well, I think this is going to do it for today. I've got some soul searching to do, some thinking, debating. I sure hate that this may end up being a parts car, but you know, there's good parts on it. Engine still runs great. Wheels and tires, doors, well, basically everything else. The side skirts, AMG specific, AMG bumper. I got an AMG front bumper, different color, but I got one. The interior, whew, I mean, if it comes down to it, yeah, I mean, everything can be fixed. I know that, and well, I'm just gonna have to decide if I want to take it on or not. So anyway, that's it for now. Appreciate you guys watching. I will catch you next time.